You know me. You know me. Darryl Bumpass. You know me. Look, it's me. Darryl Bumpass. Listen, I was speaking to someone not too long ago about she expressed to me that she said I'm carrying the weight of the world on my shoulders. She says I'm carrying the weight of the world on my shoulders. Let me say this. Let me get to the point. No one should have to carry the weight of the world on their shoulders. No one. No one should have to carry the weight of the world on their shoulders. You don't deserve that. You don't deserve it. I'm asking you, not for me, but for yourself, if you're feeling that you're feeling this same way, the same way that Monica was telling me she feels that way, I advise you, I rather suggest that you come to the Women and Children Global Conference, December 1st, December 2nd, in Irving, Texas. Now, let me just say that not too long ago, several months ago, I had the pleasure, the honor, I had the honor to be on stage at the great Mr. Les Brown event. And after getting off stage, I was able to sit in the audience and listen to Mr. Les Brown, the great Mr. Les Brown himself. You gotta be hungry. And also having the amazing experience to listen to Dr. Ona Brown, the Dream Queen. And I'm saying this to say to you that not a lot of times, sometimes we think we're going to an event to hear the speakers. But I found myself enjoying and looking around and meeting the other people that was in the audience. You may think you're going to hear the speaker. You may think you're coming to hear me, and we have about 20 plus speakers at this Women in Global event, this Women in Global Summit, Women and Children Global Summit. You may not be there to hear what they have to say. You may be there to meet the people that are sitting right next to you. You may be able to meet someone on the elevator, in the lobby, at breakfast, at dinner. It may not have anything to do with the speakers, someone on that stage. But I just want to tell you, while in the audience, listening to Mr. Les Brown, listening to Dr. Ona Brown, while being fed greatness, because that's what they do. They feed you greatness. While being fed greatness, listen, you are what you eat, then feed me greatness. You are what you eat, then feed me greatness. Let me hear you say it. I'm great. I know I'm great. I know I'm great. You are what you eat, then feed me greatness. So as I'm listening and I'm being fed this greatness from the amazing Brown family, I look around the room and for some reason I find myself dreaming as if I'm on an airplane. And I'm on this airplane as I'm approaching my seat. The audience members became passengers on the airplane. And I'm making my way to my seat. And I see the stewardess, Dr. Stacy N.C. Grant. This powerful woman, Dr. Stacy N.C. Grant. And she's making sure the passengers are right. And I'm making my way towards the seats. And I see Mr. Marcus Muhammad. Hey, Marcus, how you been? I see Kati Escobar. How are you? ¿Cómo está tú? Bien. I see Mr. J Ayers. How's the baby? How you been? Oh, there go BJ Fletcher. Hey, BJ. Sitting next to Jay. And I find my seat. And I'm sitting down. And sitting next to me is Mr. Marcus Muhammad. Sitting next to me is PJ. Hey, PJ. And as we're sitting there, we're getting comfortable. We hear this voice, this powerful voice come over the speaker. And it says, in my Les Brown voice, this is your captain, Mrs. Mamie Brown's son, Mr. Les Brown. And we begin to smile. We hear the voice. To hear that our pilot is Mr. Les Brown and the co-pilot is Dr. Ona Brown. And we're getting settled in our seats. And we see Pastor Serena. She's praying over the plane that we may have a safe, prosperous journey. Because everyone on this plane is on their journey to their destination. We all have a plan. We all have a blueprint. Everyone in this plane, every passenger is on our way to our destination, to our greatness. So the plane begins to take off. It begins to climb. And as the plane is climbing, we begin to smile because we're excited. We know who our captain is. We know who our co-pilot is. We know who our stewardess are. We're excited about our journey. And this powerful voice comes over the mic again, over the speakers, and it's Mr. Les Brown, and he says, shoot for the moon. And even if you miss, You land among the stars. In the passages, we all looked at each other like, really, Mr. Brown? Like, really? You get it? The plane, we're heading towards the moon. A little bit over your head. That's all right. You'll catch up. You'll get it later. Anyway. So we get a kick out of that. And just as we're enjoying a ride, we feel this turbulence. This turbulence, the plane begins to shake a little bit. Everyone is looking at each other. And all of a sudden, the oxygen mask drops down. And we look at each other, all the passengers, and we just smile. We just smile. Because we already know. You have to put the oxygen mask on yourself first before you can help anyone else. Everything is going to be all right. We looked at each other. You have to help yourself before you can help anyone else. And we put the mask, the oxygen mask, over our faces. And we heard Mr. Brown come over the speaker, and he says, you have to remain focused on your journey. See, he didn't talk about the turbulence. He didn't talk about carrying the weight of the world on our shoulders. He said, you have to remain focused on your journey. And just like that, all was well. All was well. We reached our destination. And after I finished daydreaming, I was back at the event with Mr. Brown, Dr. Owner Brown, on stage. And I began thinking that the person out there with the weight of the world on your shoulders, like Monica, sometimes the event that you are coming to, it may not be the speaker that is there to help you. It may be the passengers that surround you. You may be traveling from Georgia and you're sitting next to someone from Brazil in the audience, and you realize you have so many things in common. You may be sitting next to someone from New York. Someone from New York is sitting next to someone from Republic of Congo. Someone from Canada may be sitting next to someone from Puerto Rico. It's not always about the speaker. It may be about the people that you're coming to meet, the person that you run into on the elevator, the person that you run into in the audience, the person that you're sitting with at the table at breakfast or at dinner. So I'm saying this to say to you, don't become distracted by the weight of the world on your shoulders. I used to tell people, I just want to let you know, if you need me, I'm here for you. If you need me, I'm here for you. But now I had to rephrase that. And now I say, if you need help, I'm here for you. Because there may not be a situation where they need you, but they may need the help. You may be able to guide them in the direction to get that help. Someone in the audience may be able to guide them in a direction to get that help. So it's not always, if you need me, I'm there for you. It's more about if you need help. If you need help, I'm there for you. And I'm asking you, I implore you to be at this event. Even if you show up and just stay in your room, just time 2 days to get away, to get a break, to clear your mind, and to meet someone maybe on the elevator, to meet someone maybe in the lobby. You know me, Darryl Bumpass. Listen, I would love for you to come and see me. I would love to look in the audience and see your face, and see the breakthrough, for you to have these breakout sessions. But it's not about me. It's about you. It's about you. If you just want to sit in the room, you just want to sit in the lobby, it's up to you. Whatever you want. Lo que quieres. Whatever you want. Whatever you need. Puedo hacerle una pregunta. Can I ask you a question though? When is enough enough? I'm not going to keep you. I know you have things to do. I know Mr. and Mrs. Distraction is tapping you on the shoulders. I know Mr. and Mrs. Distraction is telling you, you don't need to be there. I know Mr. and Mrs. Distraction is telling you, nobody believes in you. Nobody believes in you. Nobody believes in you. Puedo hacerle una pregunta. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? You got the weight of the world on your shoulders. What are you going to do about it? I thank you. Te aprecio. Peace.